Beautiful, beautiful evening setting up for us in Northeast Ohio. Unfortunately, what's dominating the weather headlines still is what was Hurricane Lane. You'll remember that at 6 p.m. when you joined us, it was a powerful Category 2. It has now been downgraded to a tropical storm, which is great news for the Hawaiian Islands. The wind's currently down to about 70 miles per hour. So you might be wondering, why such a rapid weakening? Well, there's two components to it. Number one is the wind shear. Number two is that Hawaii, as you know, has some huge mountains. And whenever the circulation pattern with a hurricane interacts with those huge mountains, it literally just kind of tears it apart. And that's exactly what's going on, which is good news. However, it's not really the winds that I'm concerned about with Lane. It is the rainfall. And again, because of the fact that there's those huge mountains that, again, are helping to weaken it, the rain, though, is funneling all of that moisture and all of that water into the valley regions of Hawaii, and that's the reason why we're seeing just really impressive flooding out of Hawaii. Here's what it looks like. So as you know, that's Oahu, where Honolulu is. That's the capital city of Hawaii, and we're still expecting lots of rain there. And then as you head towards the island of Kauai, and I think that by Saturday into Sunday is when they'll feel a little bit more of the rain showers and perhaps even more flooding from that. So it's one of those deals, if you have friends or family vacationing or visiting Hawaii, just make sure that you call in and check in on them. Otherwise, for your day tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast, becoming more isolated on Sunday. And if you're sick and tired of how cold it's been over the past couple of days, not to worry. By early next week, we have a big ol' heat wave on the way. 90s are back, my friends. Temps outside right now in the upper 60s, lower 70s. In most areas dry. There are just a couple little sprinkles dancing around the islands that we were tracking earlier for you tonight. Otherwise, what's happening is an area of low pressure with an attached warm front is making headway into Northeast Ohio, and it'll really get here by tomorrow. And it's along that warm front where we'll see the development of those scattered showers and thunderstorms. So any Saturday plans, please make sure that you hang on to an umbrella, because I do think that you'll need it. The timeline on everything looks like this. Now through, say, 8 o'clock in the morning, we're relatively dry. A couple of spotty showers in the forecast. Here's what lunchtime looks like. If you're thinking to yourself, hey, I want to head to Cedar Point, well, again, keep in mind that scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast by that point, and then through parts of the afternoon. And we're going to hang on to off and on isolated showers in the forecast on Sunday as well. Is it a washout of a weekend? Absolutely not. There's going to be plenty of dry periods. But again, if it's a wedding weekend, if it's a birthday weekend, if it's an anniversary weekend, and you're thinking about being real cute and doing a little picnic or something like that outside, you better have an umbrella ready and set to go. We're at 83 degrees on Saturday, 86 on Sunday, 90 on Monday. Wouldn't be surprised if we got to 90 on Tuesday as well. But here's the thing, Russellina, it'll come with a lot of humidity outside. So although it says 86 on Sunday and 89 on Tuesday, it may feel more like mid-90s, perhaps even at times closer to that century mark. So brace for it, dress for it. It is going to be one of those deals where, you know, Mother Nature reminds you, yeah, it may have felt like fall earlier this week. Summer's not over yet.